Hello and welcome to Fixing South Sudan, your ideas for building the new nation. My name is Majur Cholkur. We have been here at Dembej Hotel in Juba. Let's find out from our audience for the today debate on federalism to South Sudan. You're most welcome to Fixing South Sudan. Let us know your full names and what you have learned from the forum.
Thank you. My name is Mary Akeshbir, the chairperson of Women Bloc of South Sudan. Today is an important day for us that we see the faces that one of us could not see before. It's part of unity, it's part of love, that when people meet and talk of issues of the country, it means that we are all concerned. And I say today we'll have to see the outcome of this meeting by seeing the people of South Sudan responding on it. Because I said before that we should not, decide on behalf of the majority of the people. And if the initiative is shared, it's always good. And the reaction will come later after the people have understood or understanding what is the meaning of what people are doing. And you can see the question before many people asked, like, the federal system look like another government. For me, it's something different. People talk of how to compare themselves of what is taking place from different countries and how we want to be part of it or want to make it best to be for us. But South Sudan is not yet for that right now. And I can say it, let's just take things for a pride way that we see, like, if we do this, we can do that before we achieve anything that benefiting us, people of South Sudan. We are now going toward the transitional government, and this is what we should be, the people of South Sudan, focus on first and see how this government is going to benefit us, then confusing the public and saying, here, look here, we also think of this. Let us also focus on how we can bring back our people, the diaspora, the POCs, the IDPs, and people in Sudan, the other areas I mean, like Egypt and Ethiopia. You see, I mentioned before that many people of South Sudan are displaced and majority are outside the country.
From federalism itself, when the idea of federalism came, it was for making sure that Sudan is fixed from the colonial period. Now, when we look at the word fixing South Sudan, it means South Sudan itself has been at war within itself. But now to fix it, we need to first begin with unity of SPLM. Two, we need to have investment. And we have to invest so much in education sector. When we educate the masses, then now these masses will have their own independence. Some will be entrepreneurs, some will be doctors. And within this is where South Sudan will be a better place for all.
I'm quite sure that what has been discussed here is not the right time for it to be discussed. People are talking about the federal system to be introduced in South Sudan. And we already have a decentralized system of governance which is similar to the federal system. And the same faces that are calling now for the federal system are the people who rejected the 32 state. They are talking of the devolution of powers. And powers have already been demolished to the extent of reaching the county level and the family level. And they rejected the 32 state. So the only best option now for South Sudan is to come and figure that it's right time to accept the fees. I've seen that Dr. Young Machar is in the country, let them establish the article government, and they will come back for this one after the election. But now is not the right time for the South Sudan to have that federal system of governance. We already have it here in the country.
I'm Michael Gatkor, a student of Juba University, School of Law. Federalism had been a key issue, both in the peace agreement and with our people, being it a popular demand of the people of South Sudan. I had actually followed up the debate, and the debate is very nice. First of all, I'm like another person who is worried about the implementation, because when you look at decentralized system of governance, actually you'll find that the most part of decentralized system of government is being ignored. Now, when I look at it, I look at the question of executor. Who are going to implement really? Yeah. Because when you look at the decentralized system of the governance, it is not a bad system actually, as people think it is. Actually, it is a good system of governance, but the problem is those who are implementing it.
The idea of fixing South Sudan, we have really started the good move because things to do with South Sudan have to be debated first. The spirit of debating things first is something good. Let us keep doing it. Anything that we need to do in South Sudan, we need to debate it first so that we see the outcome of it, positive part and the negative part. Fixing South Sudan, I like it and I appreciate that. It should keep continue and we shall fix South Sudan, all of us together.
You have been part of the debate on federalism to South Sudan. This is the final debate. What is your takeaway?
So my takeaway is that I will be part of those who will be going how to educate others. I've really learned a lot of things from here. And what I should request is that we should not invent it from outside. We have to follow our own customs because we have our own norms, our South Sudanese. So we should not always compare it with United States, India, Nigeria. So we should act within the context of South Sudan, and we should do everything contextually, not to talk of taxi, those who are doing petroleum in the United States. So we should do our own thing here locally, and we should first consult our people, what they think of petroleum, first before the elites. Because now we are only focusing on the elites, and we are leaving out those one outside. So it should be something popular. It should not be only on the elites in the capital city here. So I only encourage you to keep moving from other states. You first time move to Wow and to Torit. So the next thing should be Unity State. Should go and ask those one in the POCs what they think of petroleum.
Okay, first of all, my name is Marial Paul. I'm a student from Istanbul University, and I've been here for petrol debate to South Sudan. What I heard from this debate is very important, and my worry is only one thing, because petrol system in South Sudan is very unique one. But my worry in South Sudan here is about resources, because the petrol system defined that the state have to establish a different government, which means they have to, the state have to contribute to the government, and later also the government will make another budget to the state, which means this issue of resources, this is what is worrying me a lot. And before, some of the people have raised this question and it was not being answered, even by the minister. Because the political power that led South Sudan to war is going to be the same thing, because South Sudan have been using this decentralized system of the government, but there's no difference between federalism and decentralized government. It's going to be the same thing, and my only understanding and my only advice to the government of South Sudan, let them wait, not to implement this kind of federalism. First of all, let them consult these people down from the grassroots, and later they will implement what they want to do. And the formation of this transitional government should be only used for decentralized government, but not federal government. The federal government will be established or will be used after election, because people will be more aware about federalism. And if it's going to be underlined mostly, like for me, I'm against federalism.
Actually, fixing South Sudan is great and good. Actually, it's good. It's encouraging youth to participate in the decision making. It's encouraging the youth actually to know their positions and know their directions.
My idea for fixing South Sudan that I include in this program include conducting, conference for youth, involve them in fees, campaigns, involve them in reconciliation process. These are some simplest means of maybe fixing South Sudan. But when you look at federalism in the first place, we don't have problem. I don't think our problem is system of governance, but is to involve youth, educate them. Another thing that Dolku should do, or fixing South Sudan should do, is that fixing South Sudan should also go to the grassroots, go and consult with the people, with the whole state, not only one state, as some people had been putting it across, that you had went to Wow, then you also went to Torit and the other part of South Sudan. You need to cover the whole of South Sudan, involve everyone, not only intellectual, not only the people who are in Juba. No, I'm talking about the people, the participants. You need to target not only these people, but you need to target the whole groups.
The idea for picking South Sudan is a true reconciliation, because if we talk of reconciliation, it is not something that can be said by fans. We, the youth and the people who are fighting themselves all this long, have not been reconciled. This is the first time now for Dr. Riak and His Excellency President K to come into consensus. And after they form the Article government, then they will all go to all the 10 states of South Sudan for the three administrative areas to talk to the people first, to put aside all the differences and let them come to trust themselves as South Sudanese people. After that, the only best option that can pick this country is the election. After Dr. Riek Machar and Kir Mayar, let them first carry out the election. This is the only thing that can stabilize the country. Otherwise, even this peace is likely to be dissolved at that time if there is no election in the country.
My name is John Jurshol, student at the University of Juba. Today, at the debate of picking South Sudan, I was made to have learned that actually federalism, which has been a contentious issue in South Sudan, is not about separation, as I understood it before I could come to this forum, but it is about devolution of powers from the national level to all the level of government, especially the state, the Payam and the boomers. At this level, we are made to be aware that the resources of the state and decision making of the state is not supposed to be only by central government, but it should be through the states and the Payam and the boomers, exactly at the whole level of government. For instance, now when you have internal conflict, will you wait for the central government to send you orders first? No, but it should be the state or the Payam or the law enforcement agencies within that particular level of government that will now impose laws on at that area. And also, when you have your resources, you will be able to do development in that area.
Fixing South Sudan is in the process of fixing South Sudan, as on your behalf and on behalf of the women bloc of South Sudan. What is your idea for fixing South Sudan?
Fixing South Sudan is a nice, it's a nice name. If you can see, one can say it's a nice name. And always when you want to fix something is what was torn apart. What torn apart is like you want to fix it to become the way it was. If we think that we are fixing the nation, it needs all our responsibility, and it is not one side, it's all of us, it's our collective responsibility. Let's share this to the grassroots level and make that the fixing the nation is the truth fixing South Sudan, not fixing the nation of yourself. We fix the South Sudan as it's written like this. It's the people of South Sudan, the citizen. So the name of the fixing the nation, it's showing a very big image to South Sudan itself.
John Bagara, Minkin Tawari, isi mitakulu o kalama bitak fi barnamij inta jit fogo.
Okay. Ana bodi shukran le Junuba Sudan. Wana bodi shukran le Sorfa Kirmayadi. Wana bodi shukran le Madingor. Aywa, very good. Barnamij so alela ana jafogo be sababto alumun kamana mul barnamij shukran ya sabab beled kulira bawjede de salam kamana bodi shukran le abubat ale jalela jayano John Bagar shukran shadid barnamij ale fe ya junubin najbiga fi salam ما في جول كلون شو قالي سول فاكر بطال أو رجع ولاد 10 كان ودي 23 تانين ده بنين قالي مالو تانا ده شالو برا بيجيبوا مشاكل تاني أو عملوا كويس وأنا بدلو مبروك بيشكلوا بعدين أكو ما بيشكل عشان كل سلام جا Tanata yunu mijekele talauke.
Fi nas gadesal guna bitak kita bugul salam ja inta yawo kan gani benafsak wala fi zoltani jille ko active le ko shantam shi tagani.
Wala dwana fanan mimi fi beled. Ana kan fanan ta lugara utabagara mor galim mor kabir kida. Ana wala dwana fanan ako. Wana ma garajar. Ana endo tabilel Utanar. Ananu kadir.
Keda isim itak adil de munu ujon bagara jit kep.
Isim taya tabelet ale jibana bara fi jua. Min wala doana isim taya alier.
Okay.
Ya.
Isim John Bagara jit kep yani malo.
John Bagara kuma taya kan mutu. Si bwana suker. Ya wana rada leben ta Bagara. Ay. Kalam fita jumba shuda mursabe guna debe reis ma dila ana arabia jaba ana jar ma ino reis bena
Kala shukran.
ajala gamulo kulutur fi bedde kala kuma geni fi malwat achan kali jibu salam. Number 2 كلمون كمان ناس الفاقمة في كرسي كلمون فاهم بدون كل شكله كلمون ما في نتبان شكله أشابو بار كمان بالجورا قال يالتو مونجي كاتلو يالتو مونجي كاتلو بدون ده أو مشكلة ربنا يجيب قونا ده لا ده كل سلام جا جوا عشان كون ربنا كونين دواغا عشان وديلانا فكرة ده.
Okay, my full name, I'm called Grade 1 Ambassador, the Ambassador for Peace and Humanity, in a pillar poetry. Yeah, exactly. It has been a good day and a happy day that we have come to see this debate. It's a very important debate on behalf of South Sudan, and that will fix all the problems of South Sudan. I'm really very happy that if the government have come up with this system of federal system, it is a very nice system. That divide all the resources to the other states of living in South Sudan. Now, according to me, I would likely to be calling that people of South Sudan, please, when the federal system has been put in South Sudan, then we need to know the type of federal system that we're going to use to South Sudanese. And then thirdly, we need to come together, we cooperate together, and then showing a love for one another. See that? And then after that, when we come together, then the peace, the permanent peace will come to our country.
The idea of peace in South Sudan, I think, is a great thing. So you guys are doing great. And this initiative is really growing very fast. So you should continue peace in South Sudan. All of us will be involved, students from universities. So I think I forgot my name. It's Mia Mazala Mabil from Catholic University of South Sudan. So I'm really impressed by this idea of peace in South Sudan. So it's a great thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm called John Ajit. I'm the student of Panay University. Actually, it's a good, fixing South Sudan is good. So actually, we have achieved a lot in this training. The issue of federal system actually is our concern issues because it is the best system for us, according to my way I have seen it. But in my argument, actually, this system is not good husband now because it's good after our country has got stability, after we all come together, has a stable in the table of brotherhood, and then this system will be, will be brought into discussion.
Fixing South Sudan is a very nice idea. The only idea that I want to tell you is fixing South Sudan, time for talk is over, time for work is here, which means we have to fix South Sudan.
Thank you so much. In the first place, I'm called William Ajongdeng, a student from the University of Juba in the School of Economics, Department of Political Science. See, fixing South Sudan sounds good, and we are on the final debate on the federal system. I've learned a lot, but I was in the position that, giving my opinion that we should see the type of the federal system that we should adopt in South Sudan. Because we have so many types of this federal system. We have this dual federal system, and we have physical federal system, and we have the cooperative federal system. I was suggesting that let us use the cooperative federal system. Is the best. It can cooperate all of us. And the idea of federal system at the current stage is not bad. But I've come to learn that the professors and the doctors, the team of the panel, have talked about it. They have made a lot of research. That's why I was convened. And after now, I'm convened about the federal system. I'm going to extend the message to other people outside there that they should accept this system a system that can fix everything and a system that can make everything to be easy, because the idea of taking town to the people misdefine it by when people were given the twist state. They were like, this is the idea of taking town to the people. But the idea of taking town to the people is all about the federal system. The federal system at the state level, at the counties level, at the Payam level, at the Boma level, these people will have to govern themselves and they have to solve their own issues. This is the benefit of federal system.
My idea to fixing South Sudan in poetry, we need to keep whatever we have, whether we need to use our hands or whether we need to speak a word that would make South Sudanese to unite together in order not another war to conflict again is what we want. Yes, a word of peace and a permanent peace. And we need our leaders to cooperate together, not to cause any other political tension in this country.
Thank you so much, dear viewers of Fixing South Sudan and Dolco Media on TV and online. This has been interesting debate on federalism to South Sudan in the national capital, Juba. Don't miss to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now for more update on day-to-day activities in the nation. Thank you so much for watching. God bless all of you.